Still 0-0. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action.
Here we go. Here we go. Where's the flag? Where's the mic? I'm coming for us. Hey, alert three.
Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, watch it. Under crunch. Take 4, take off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Check, crunch. Check that.
On second down, Cook. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check tight. Bobo's the mic. Mike's Bobo. Get that.
Throwing is Bridgewater. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Check, lucky.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So here come the Lions now. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 71 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
On 2nd and 15 now. Steph, now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Pick it up. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, go, watch the ship. Back down.
They'll run on first down. Cook.
Check 26, check 26.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one 28 yards on the ground. You hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than dealing with him again on a likely carry on this down.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This looks like a free play for Stafford. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Offside defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. James has got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Go.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And Diggs has it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Stand up in. Slam, slam, slam. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll run for it. Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Neil, slam, slam.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Bridgewater. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Again, it's Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Kill. Watch the safety creep.
They start the drive with Cook. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. It's complete to Diggs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Bridgewater. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Pull it together.
Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the
Throwing, Bridgewater. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Check Mike 40. Check. Go. It's our time. It's our time.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Here's Stafford. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Stafford on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Stafford.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They run. It's Johnson. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree able to get him for a loss of about 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Here's Stafford.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Anthony Barr. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. A toss to Cook. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Check, check. 40's mine.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 45 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford, he got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Long. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On first down, it's Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Vikings...